Girl Scouts across the nation. When we work with determination, we create a real sensation. Thunder, thunderation, we are the Girl Scouts across the nation. When we work with determination, we create a real sensation. Thunder, thunderation, we are the Girl Scouts across the nation. When we work with determination, we create a real sensation.
Women of distinction are really impressive because they make people think outside of their own boxes. Everybody kind of has their comfort zone, so making them look outside of their boxes. And you have lots of ladies of distinction, but nowhere near as many as there should be. The women of distinctions are go-getters. They're super energetic. They encourage people, they like pulling people into the things they're into, whether it's camping or sewing or making some weird food. They really, really like getting new girls to come in and do stuff. If you have an interest in something, they'll back you, they'll give you a way to walk you through it. On behalf of all Girl Scouts, we thank our women of distinction.
I'm so honored to be here on behalf of Becky today. She is just a wonderful person. She's being recognized as a woman of distinction, but to me, she's a woman of heart. Becky Stotler is the quintessential leader. She has been involved with the Morgan County Chamber of Commerce for many years, most recently serving a 2-year term as president. Anytime you're president of a large organization, you end up having to deal with difficult situations. She always handles everything with such panache. She has such empathy for people and such warmth. Even when what she's saying may not be taken very well, she can make people feel like it's okay and we're moving forward and it's all for the best. I think what makes Becky Stotler a true woman of distinction is the fact that she is so dedicated to her family, to her friends, and to our community. She is a tremendous leader, and she's a boots on the ground type person. She's not one of those leaders that operates from the phone or from an office. She's right in the middle, on the front lines with everyone.
Becky Stotler is a woman of distinction because she stands out in her leadership abilities. She's a 33-year 4-H leader in Morgan County, has one of the largest clubs. She's very active with those children, and she keeps them all involved, and she makes sure that they're learning leadership skills, which is very important to us. Becky is a true woman of distinction because she's a true leader in our community. She looks out for all those around her. She's very compassionate and caring, and she just is a great example to all of not only the girls, but the guys in our community, and is a very dependable person. Becky has served as a role model at camp. She comes every year. Even though she's the mother of boys, she very willingly serves in the girls' cabin as a counselor to the girls, and she teaches the cross-stitch class to everyone who comes to camp, and they're all so excited to have a cross-stitch name tag for their camp name tag. Becky Stotler is an example to the girls in the community because she's not afraid to do what needs to be done. She's a leader of her club, she's a leader at the bank where she works, she's a leader at her church, and she just shows people that girls can do whatever they want to do.
A woman of distinction is a lady that puts others before themselves for the betterment of their community. They live their life with a passion and motivation to help their community, and they love what they do. They truly do. I'm very honored and humbled to be chosen, and I look at the women that have gone before me, and all their amazing accomplishments, and I'm just so blessed to join this elite group of women. A role model is someone that inspires and motivates you to do your best, and also to help others to do their best. It's someone that has passion for what they're doing also. It's someone that you can look up to. Girl power means that these young girls can rule the world someday. We've already have presidents and CEOs of multinational companies that are women. These girls have the capability of doing whatever they want to do in life. They need to shoot for the stars. Set your goals high, stay true to yourself and your ambitions and your morals and your convictions. Keep God first in your life, and always remember that the friends that you make now are going to be lifelong friends. Yes, you're going to make mistakes along the way, but learn from those mistakes. I am Becky Stotler, and I am a woman of distinction.
Let me tell you a little bit about Peggy Smith. I've known her basically a lifetime. I grew up in Jefferson County, in Charlestown, Ranson, in that area, and I have known Peggy Smith pretty much all my life. I think Peggy is the most idyllic person to be given an honor of distinction based on her real sense of community. She lives and breathes it. Peggy has a way of looking at it not as a job, not as something that you do when someone's looking. She does it when no one's looking. She's the type of person who just does the right thing all the time. So I think she is just the perfect choice. She's a mentor for a lot of us out there, and I think she's a perfect choice to get women of distinction.
Peggy and I had professional relationships starting in the 80s, and when we had a bank and we started a bank in Jefferson County, we knew we had to have Peggy Smith in order to be successful. I worked with Peggy, and I guess the biggest thing that I can say is that she got such a wonderful satisfaction out of helping people. She was a mortgage lender, and she thrilled when a young couple come in and got to buy their first house. It was almost like she was getting her first house, and every customer was special. Everyone just adored her and loved her. Peggy is a woman of distinction because whatever she does it with all of her heart and soul. Whether it's helping out with United Way, or she did so many volunteer projects with United Way and Day of Caring, or helping people in the streets, feeding people. Whatever the case is that she does, she absolutely has passion for whatever she does. Well, I think with her time as being mayor and all of the great work she's done, and to see young women seeing people in politics, women in politics, and what they can achieve, I think that's so important for the future. Because so many women look at the political world and may be afraid of it and afraid to take that step. And I think seeing people like Peggy Smith taking that role and making such changes in the communities will perhaps inspire other young women in the future.
I think the definition of a woman of distinction is also a woman of determination. She does not give up. And I think she's a woman of dedication. She's dedicated to her family and her community. Well, I'm honored to be chosen as a woman of distinction. And I'm very appreciative. I've spent my whole life, working career, giving back to the community, and to be recognized, it is truly an honor for me. When I was young, I was a Girl Scout. I won't tell you how many years ago, but I still have my green badge sash. It's something that I think you just treasure for your whole life. Girl power is women in powerful positions, be it political, business, or in their community. My advice to young women today would be to believe in yourself. Without that, you will not accomplish anything. So get that belief, and then you can do whatever you believe you can do. I am Peggy Smith, and I am a woman of distinction.
Oh, I've known Vicki for many years, many years. And now, just this past year, we're both in Rotary, so our president had asked me if we could start 2 more clubs in the schools. So he was thinking of a new Rotaract club and a new Interact club. So I thought, okay, James Rumsey would be a great place for a Rotaract club, and I knew the person to go to. It would have to be Vicki, because she knew everything about James Rumsey, and I knew that she was the type of person that if she was on your side and we were going to organize a club, it would get done. And I tell you what, that woman, when it was amazing, she went in and started working with the students and with the administration there. She found all the right people to get the club organized. Within 3 months, they were chartered, and that just doesn't happen easily. So she's just an amazing person. That's how, I mean, she just rolls with it. You give her an assignment, and she takes care of it right away. Vicki is a woman of distinction because she cares about other people. When she says she's going to do something, she does it. She always makes people feel like they're valued. She gives credit to everyone else, and she doesn't take any credit. She makes people feel special in general, and she just follows through. So she thinks of everything, and she's prepared for anything.
I've known Vicki Jenkins since she came to Berkeley Springs High School in 1978 as a home ec teacher, then family consumer sciences teacher. And even then, I mean, she was one of those caring people who jumped right into the life of her kids, to the life of the school. She became an advisor for cheerleaders, not only being the advisor for the FCCLA, or the Future Homemakers, they were called then. Vicki Jenkins is a woman of distinction because she always puts others first. And she, whether it's students, whether it's peers, whether she puts others first, and is always giving of herself. But anyhow, Vicki definitely is a role model for women, for girls, and everything that she does. Whether it's leading a congregation at church, or volunteering, or organizing things for students in the community, whether it's organizing with her mother the RAP program for children whose grandparents are acting as their parents, to also, she was the first female assistant principal at James Rumsey, and then subsequently the first female principal at James Rumsey Technical Institute. And she has been on many, many boards at the state. She's involved in all kinds of evaluations that the state asks her to perform for different schools. And she was also, awards we didn't mention, recognized as, I think she was 10th finalist in the National Home Economics Teacher of the Year. She was the West Virginia State Home Economics Teacher of the Year. She was the Morgan County Teacher of the Year in 1986. And she's just, her list could go on and on of the awards that she's received.
I'm feeling overwhelmed, excited, honored, and very blessed. But I think a woman of distinction is someone that tries to put others first, cares about their family, their community, and with those things then come obligations to serving that community and your family and others who are less fortunate than you. And to me, that's a woman of distinction. It's essential for young women to have female role models because it lets young women see that anything is possible, that they can do anything they want to do as long as they're willing to work hard. The advice I would give young women today is always be true to yourself. You have to answer for everything that you do, so consider what you do very carefully. Mother Teresa once said that all of us can't do great things, but we can all do small things with great love. So I would challenge the girls to go out and do small things with great love, to let others know that you care about them, to do what you can to make this world just a little bit better than how you found it. I am Vicki Jenkins, and I am a woman of distinction.
Change the world.